Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. We wrap up Ocala Talks for the week. Coming up next, American Moms, Vanessa Stanfield, Lloyd Martin Gregory. They'll be in the building. But right now, we need to finish with the Florida version of...
For your hearing pleasure, Dumb Cook News.
That's right. You know that there's 50 states in the United States. And
When asked, 1 out of 1 morning host on WOCA, that's me, says Formaggio's Pizza and Italian Restaurant is the best pizza and Italian in Ocala. Formaggio's is located at 1053 Northeast 14th Street.
These are two pretty good ones, too. 20-year-old man was arrested after he tried to steal a car in Fort Pierce, Florida. He deserves to be arrested, right? He's stealing a car. Well, it happened about 5 a.m. on June 17th. Officer Troutman made the arrest. He was in his patrol vehicle at the main police station writing a report. He heard his car door handle being rattled. He opened his door. He reported seeing a man later identified as Aaron Orlando Rodriguez run away and hide behind another vehicle. Troutman and another officer went and found Rodriguez. They found 2 cell phones, a portable speaker, a $20 bill, and a pipe with marijuana residue on it. They asked Rodriguez why he was trying the doors, handles on police cars at a police station. He goes, I can't lie to you. I was going to steal the police car so I could get a ride home. He was taken to jail. I mean, the cop is sitting, and by the way, cop car windows aren't tinted.
So you could see them.
He's writing a report, so the dome light is probably on. It's a cop car in the police station parking lot. How you picking that as the car you're going to steal?
I don't know.
I mean, seriously.
Was he trying to get home quickly? He wanted the sirens or something?
See that? There you go. Hadn't thought of that. Maybe he wanted to clear the roadway so he could get home quickly.
Because that wouldn't draw any attention at all, either.
I mean, but at least he was honest and I was going to steal the car, try to get home. The cop was sitting in the car writing a report when he heard his own car door handle jingle. Opens the door, sees the guy running away. Find the guy, ask him, what were you doing? I'm stealing your car. And that's how you become part of Dumb Crook News. Sounds like these people need to go to Brandeis University up in Massachusetts.
They probably do. Where was that at? Do you know?
Fort Pierce, Florida.
Oh, Fort Pierce. You did say that.
Fort Pierce. Okay. Now, everybody knows that has listened to me on this radio station for 8-9 plus years with a little hiatus I took. But you also watched Common Sense with Tom Schmitz. So it's not something I shy away from. Mm-hmm. I used to have a drug problem. Mm-hmm. And it was with cocaine, and I went to jail for that drug problem, and it saved my life. I'm now able to be engaged to you and going to marry you soon because Todd Mashburn, who is now a major with the Bullitt County Sheriff's Department, arrested me 20 some odd years ago and took me to jail. Mm-hmm. I don't shy away from that. It's part of who I am.
Right.
It was a bad part of my history, but remember, you teach history, good, bad, and the ugly, so you got to live with it. So this story right here, when I saw this, I went, I've been high on cocaine a lot when I was in my 20s. Don't think I ever got this high.
All right. Well, coming from personal experience, I can't wait to hear it.
David Blackman, he's in Ocala, County, Florida. He called 911. He wanted a deputy to respond to the scene of a burglary. He said his car had been burglarized. He wanted someone from the Ocala County Sheriff's Department to come out and process the scene so that somebody would be held accountable for breaking and entering into his car.
I see where this is going.
He identified himself to the 911 operator as a drug dealer. He proceeded then to report that cash and cocaine had been stolen from his car on Sunday. Deputies responded. They searched the vehicle. Lo and behold, guess what? Don't get high on your own supply. Because the $50 he said was missing and a bag of cocaine, exactly in the console where he said it was stolen from. It was not missing. He had had some fast food napkins where he had just recently gotten fast food. I don't know how he's eating fast food on cocaine. That's a whole different story. But he'd put those fast food napkins in the console on top of the cocaine and the $50 bill and then couldn't find it.
So you call the police.
They also found a crack pipe on the floor, a crack rock near the cocaine in the console. Needless to say, Blackman was arrested and charged with possession of cocaine, resisting arrest without violence, and possession of drug paraphernalia. So this bright student of crime thought somebody had broke into his car and stole his stash of cocaine he was going to sell and $50. So he calls 911, tells them he's a drug dealer, he's been robbed, his car's been robbed. He wants them to come process the scene to find out who stole his drugs.
You know what? That's not as good as the one you had a couple of weeks ago.
I ain't never been that high. That's next level high.
The one a couple of weeks ago, remember, where they actually brought the stolen cocaine back and said it was no good?
Oh, yeah.
That one was.
Yeah, they robbed the coke dealer and then brought it back and said it wasn't any good.
And it wasn't a coke dealer.
Or the guy that called to make sure the heroin he had just bought, he wanted the cops to come test it to make sure it was good.
It's good. Yeah, that was brilliant, too.
I ain't never been that high.
Me neither.
I've never been that. But I got lucky. I never got to the point where I was 3 a.m. in my underwear peeping out the windows thinking the cops were right outside. I never saw black helicopters following me or anything. So I guess in a drug-fueled environment of my 20s, I still never did those kind of things. But this guy, he's a drug dealer who's getting so high on his supply that he didn't even know where he's took it. He thought he'd been robbed.
That's good.
Hey, that's going to bring to a close a week of Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. Coming up next, the American Mom, right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. Thanks to Susan Keard for just filling in admirably for Joe Martone during Dumb CROOK News.
Anytime, I love.
See you Monday, folks. Coming up next, American Moms, Vanessa Stansfield and Lloyd Mark Gregory right here on The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
It's time for Farm and Ranch headlines on the Southeast AgNet. I'm Tyrone Scriven reporting. The U.S. Peanut Federation, comprised of peanut growers, shellers, and vine points, applauded the efforts this week of 19 U.S. senators requesting assistance from the administration on European Union non-tariff trade barriers for U.S. peanut exports. Senators Raphael Warnock and Tommy Tuberville of Alabama led the Senate effort on the letter that was sent. The U.S. Department of Agriculture grades U.S. peanuts for quality and safety, including testing protocols for aflatoxin. However, in addition to the USDA's safety measures, the EU has placed further excessive aflatoxin requirements on U.S. peanut imports. These additional requirements have become non-tariff trade barriers for the U.S. peanut industry. In 2020, U.S. growers exported 668,000 metric tons of peanuts. The EU's stringent tests have cost U.S. growers $170 million in recent years, and the U.S. Peanut Federation reports that the losses in the first quarter of this year as an additional $130 million. The Senate urges U.S. Trade Representative and USDA to work together in stating and trying to solve this problem. The letter went on to state that the effective negotiations a solution to this long-standing problem will ultimately allow increased market access to U.S. exports.
We are back and in person. You don't want to miss the biggest ag event of the year, the Citrus, Vegetable, and Specialty Crop Expo, August 18th and 19th at the Lee Civic Center, Fort Myers, Florida.